Okay, Robin, just wanted to give you a couple of quick little tips on working with Camtasia. The first, as you know, here is how you see your files that have been imported. To go ahead and do that, obviously, is you're basically using the media and importing the media, and then they show up here. And then you're dragging them and dropping them into the timeline here. I typically use track one as my editing location. So if you want to if you want to trim your video, all you basically have to do is uh, drag the left, and you can trim the start and the stop of any video just by clicking on it. If you wanted to, let's say you had some video that was long at the end and people were talking and you wanted to trim that, you could trim that like this. If you had wanted to split a video in two, what you do is you typically click on a video. Let's say that there was something that was said in between a video. Let's say at 4 minutes, you said something like, "Oh, that coach is a flipping idiot." You can go in here and click on this and split the videos in two. Okay, and how you edit that is, let's say at 4 minutes, you want to edit that, and you click on this, and you basically drag that off. Let's say it's 10 seconds. It's a 10-second rant. You just drag this till it gets to be 10 seconds. To increase this bar, to make it a little bit easier, you hold down the control button and you wheel your mouse. See how that's making that a little bit easier to adjust? Then I can go ahead and adjust this, let's say to 10 seconds. All I have to do is just go in here and say, okay, 10 seconds. And then what I can do is I just go ahead and say delete. So I delete that, and now that 10-second rant that you had is off. You drag all the other videos. Now you want to scroll out again so you can see your whole timeline, and you'll notice that there's a gap here. You just want to go ahead and you can select all of these at the same time and then just move them over. So you have a finalized video. So I've showed you how to edit the beginning, showed you how to edit the end, show how you can edit out something from the middle of a video. Here's something sort of high tech, which you may not get into, but if you want to separate the audio and video of your files, theoretically, what you could do is you could actually delete the audio track. So let's say that you wanted to just, let's say that for this, 8 minutes or 10 minutes, you were just a blithering idiot and just talking bad about everybody, and you wanted to remove all the audio. You can remove all the audio there. If you get really high tech, you can go in here and click on this. And if there's something said, let's say, you separate the audio and the video here, and you notice that you screamed right here. You could edit out just this, this portion. Let's say how I would do that is click here, and then I would go over here and say, click on this and click on this. And then what you could do is just delete that audio from that specific component of your video. So if you said one little thing, you could go ahead and edit that out. The other thing is if you want to go ahead and create annotations in the video, you can go in here and say, click on this. Marco is amazing. And those are kind of fun. And you can put it wherever he is. I can't see because I'm not wearing my glasses. So that's some kind of cool things. Okay, and finally, Robin, what I want to do is I want to share with you just some tips on if you want to do an intro and closing to your video. in order to do that, what you basically want to do is, let's say you want to do an intro, you select all of your videos, move them down a little bit, and go into annotations, select this, and you can go in here and click on Friends of Hoop versus EBC 123 2020. And let's say you want to make that, probably want to make that anywhere from, I would say, 3 to 4 seconds. Okay. And then what I would do is shrink that down using the control and the wheel of your mouse, select your videos, and then just drag them over to the beginning. And so what that will look like is it'll look like this. Press the play button, 4 seconds, then you'll have your video. Let's say you like that intro, but you want something similar at the end. What you can do, you can basically do the same thing at the end, or you can basically copy this, paste. Okay, so you paste it in there, and you'll notice it went to the end. And you can drag that over to the end where you want it. Double click on that, and then you can potentially put the score. So what I typically would do is go in here and say 59 to 56 win, right? So then you got your intro, and then you got your outro. If you have something accidentally here at the top, you can just highlight it, click it. But that's what your intro is going to look like, and then that's what your outro is going to look like here. So that's the intro, and then back here is going to be your outro, and it'll look like that. And then you just go ahead and publish it, local file. Typically use MP4 1080p, choose next. I usually do this on my local desktop, so I know that that's my pre-production environment. Go ahead and click finish, and that will create your 1.5 gigabyte file that you'll want to upload directly to YouTube. Once the video has been completed, then you can go into YouTube. Say I downloaded all these videos that you sent me. This is what the downloader looks like. So you see on my motorcycle videos, it's super easy to upload this. You basically go ahead and click on create upload video. And if you wanted to select a file, let's say that you already had a file that you wanted to, that you've already captured, I just click on select file. Or if you wanted, and use the window. So let's say it was just for kicks and giggles. Let me find the smallest one here. This one. Choose OK, and then that will upload that video. It'll take some time to upload 300K to Google. So that's doing that in the background, but that will take some time. Once that's completed, it'll pop up a screen that will ask you for your tags and any sort of dates and stuff like that, your details and video elements and visibility and stuff like this. So typically what I do is in this situation, what I would typically do is just say Marco's game, and then I would just say 1:23:20 versus, I don't know, Kirkland. I don't know what it is. And I spelled it wrong. It doesn't matter. So choose next. And then you can say it's made for kids. And then you can go ahead and say next. And I try to keep these as simple as possible. Okay, choose done. And see, this will be the YouTube link for your video. And go ahead. I typically say publish now. And then this is where you can say private. Click on private. And then you can choose the people that you want to see it. I've never done private videos, but I can imagine they're super easy. I'm assuming it's very similar to like what OneDrive would be. So there it is. That's how you would capture your videos, upload them into Camtasia, edit the videos, publish it out as one single video, and then publish it to your YouTube channel.